Hey, BBQ buffs and drama junkies, it's the weekend, and Austin's sun is scorching hot. Why not kick back and hear me spill a love story that'll make your heart skip a beat? From BBQ sauce splattering all over a CEO's shoes to a nutty $100 million will, how did this clumsy delivery girl melt the heart of an arrogant rich guy? Don't ever leave me, this burger's mine. Flipping Texas upside down over one crazy inheritance sounds nuts, right? Wait till I tell you. Hello, dear family of soul and love stories. Welcome to a romance that'll have you laughing your head off and crying your shirt wet. But first, help us hit 1,000 subs. Smash that subscribe button to spread the love. Where you watching from? Sizzling Austin, windy Chicago, or chill Cali? Drop a comment and let me know, and don't miss out. This story's gonna make you crave brisket like crazy. All right, let's dive in. Austin's weather today is blazing hot, the kind of Texas heat that could grill anything. Scorching sun, dry air that makes you want to clutch a cold Dr. Pepper and forget the world. But Ethan Carter doesn't get that luxury. He's standing in his grandpa's ranch-style mansion in Westlake Hills, black suit pristine, hands in pockets, face cool as if he just stepped out of The Wolf of Wall Street. It's will reading day, and a bunch of lawyers plus some distant uncles are buzzing around a massive walnut table. Ethan glances at his Rolex thinking, wrap it up quick. I've got a meeting with the Carter tech crew. The head lawyer, an old guy with silver hair and a drab gray suit, clears his throat. Ethan, your grandpa left you $100 million. The whole estate. Ethan smirks like, easy, hand it over. But the lawyer goes on. There's a catch. You've got to marry a girl outside your high society circle, someone who doesn't fit your standards within 30 days, and live with her for 3 months to learn life's real value. Otherwise, it all goes to charity. The room goes dead silent. Then Ethan's eyes pop. Nuts! Is the old man kidding? Marry someone who's not a supermodel or a trust fund kid? The lawyers exchange sly looks, while an uncle whispers, he always hated your cocky attitude. The silver-haired guy smirks. And he wanted you to get what he messed up. Family, not just money. Ethan frowns. Nuts. What's the old guy rambling about? Ethan's itching to punch the table. $100 million. His entire tech empire might not even match that. He growls inwardly. Grandpa's punking me from the grave, huh? But before he can react, the front door slams open. Boom! And Lydia Brooks storms in like a yellow tornado. Raincoat soaked with sweat, 'cause Austin's a furnace, not a rainstorm. Clutching a Shack Attack BBQ bag, she yells, Who ordered the brisket burger? This app's got me lost in this sun-fried city. Before she can catch her breath, the paper bag slips, BBQ sauce splattering all over Ethan's $2,000 Italian leather shoes. He roars, What the hell are you doing? But then he stares at her longer than he means to, muttering, How's she so clumsy and weirdly cute? Lydia panics, yanking a napkin from her pocket, wiping frantically. Sorry, bro, didn't mean it. But the more she wipes, the worse it gets. His shoes now look like graffiti from some South Congress hipster joint. The lawyers stifle laughs and the silver-haired guy nods. She fits the bill, Ethan. Outside your class, not your type. Plain as day. Ethan freezes, turning to Lydia, sweaty hair plastered to her face, yellow jacket reeking of grilled meat, still gripping the sauce-smeared napkin. What? He shouts, voice nearly cracking the glass. Lydia blinks, thinking she misheard over the ceiling fan's hum. Huh? I'm just delivering burgers. But the lawyer's unfazed. She's perfect, not rich, not snooty, clumsy just like your grandpa wanted. Ethan wants to sink through the floor while Lydia mutters, Nuts, what did I just stumble into? She looks at him, cold, Forbes cover handsome, but now red-faced with fury. Her heart pounds, unsure whether to bolt or stay put. Ethan grits his teeth. What's your name? Lydia stammers. Lydia. From Shack Attack, East Austin. He smirks, a rare grin that throws the uncles off beat, but his eyes linger on her too long. I dig their fries, but how's a klutz like you messing me up like this? Lydia's stunned, thinking, God, did I deliver to the wrong place or hit the jackpot? Austin's sun is still blazing like a giant grill, but inside the Westlake Hills mansion, Ethan Carter's spine is ice cold. Lydia Brooks, the clumsy delivery girl who turned his shoes into a BBQ graffiti mess, stands rooted in the middle of the room, clutching a torn Shack Attack bag. The lawyers chuckle, and the silver-haired old man nods. She's your top pick, Ethan. Sign the deal. Ethan grits his teeth, drags Lydia to a corner, voice low. Want to change your life? Marry me for 3 months, I'll split you $5 million from Grandpa's $100 million. Lydia nearly drops her last burger. Nuts, are you for real? I'm not some Hallmark actress. But then she thinks of her mom in East Austin, bills stacked sky high, and nods. Okay, but don't get any funny ideas. 48 hours later, in Austin's sweltering heat, they're at the downtown registry office, signing marriage papers like they're buying a used car. Ethan's cool as ice, black suit flawless, while Lydia's shaking in her ratty Shack Attack tee, muttering, I'm nuts marrying a CEO over BBQ. The clerk eyes them like, what the hell's this? But stamps it anyway. Congrats, Mr. and Mrs. Carter. Lydia screams internally, oh my God, I'm Mrs. Carter now? Ethan drives his sleek black Tesla to a swanky Zilker penthouse overlooking downtown Austin's twinkling lights. She steps in, eyes popping. Nuts! This place is bigger than all of East Austin. Ethan crosses his arms. You're Mrs. Carter now. Learn to dress and walk the part. Lydia's shoved into a pile of $5,000 dresses and Louboutin heels, crashing flat on her first try. Who survives this? Ethan smirks. You're a walking disaster. But his eyes sparkle, the kind he won't admit. Drama explodes day one. Lydia insists on cooking in the shiny stainless steel kitchen. I'm starving, let me show off. Smoke's billowing in no time. She yells, oh crap, it's burning. Ethan rushes in, grabs her hand, pulls her from the smoke. Watch out! He sprays a mini fire extinguisher, missing and blasting the pristine white wall. Lydia shouts, what are you doing? Both turn away, faces flushed, Ethan fumbling to let go of her hand. Smoke rises like a Texas Hill Country wildfire, and they bicker loud. You trash my kitchen. You trash the wall. But in the chaos, Ethan catches Lydia, sauce-smeared face, messy hair, looking weirdly cool. He mutters, nuts, why's she kinda badass? That night, Ethan drops a bomb. Saturday's a tech party at South Congress, you're coming. Lydia's jaw drops. What? No way, those dudes just yap about AI and blockchain. He's unfazed. You're my wife, you show up. She yells after him, fake wife, bro. But Ethan's already turned away. His phone rings, screen flashing. Claire. He picks up, her sharp voice blaring, fake marriage, huh? I'll show you what's real. Lydia glances over. Who's that? Ethan sighs. X. Ignore her. But his eyes flicker with worry. Lydia flops onto the sofa, grabs a cold Dr. Pepper, muttering, $5 million, Lydia, you've got this. But her heart's pounding, not for the cash, but that hand grab earlier. Nuts, I'm toast. Days after the kitchen fire, Ethan Carter's Zilker penthouse still smells faintly of BBQ smoke, but the vibe between him and Lydia Brooks has loosened up a bit. Austin's still scorching, like it wants to grill the whole world, but Lydia's getting the hang of fancy dresses and high heels, though she mutters, nuts, who invented this crap? Ethan's busy prepping for a South Congress tech party, glancing at her over his laptop. Practice walking, don't embarrass me. Lydia smirks. I deliver burgers faster than your startup bros, dude. Things are sorta chill, until Claire Bennett, Ethan's ex, a snooty fashionista who graced Vogue's cover, storms in like a tornado on a sunny Texas day. She barges into the penthouse, blonde hair gleaming, heels clacking, glaring at Lydia munching fries on the sofa. Ethan married this delivery chick? Hilarious. Lydia fires back. Yeah, at least I don't need mascara to be memorable, sweetie. Claire's jealousy flares, chin up. Do you even know who I am? Lydia shrugs. Sure, the ex who got dumped, right? Ethan leans in a corner, smirking like, nuts, this is gonna be good, but stays out of it. Claire spreads rumors across Austin. Ethan Carter forced into marriage for a $100 million will. The internet buzzes. Tech bros on Twitter tagging him, Bro, real or fake wedding? The drama's just starting. That night, Lydia rummages through Ethan's office papers, hunting for a shack attack invoice to claim her delivery pay, and stumbles on a bombshell, her mom's file. She worked as a janitor for Ethan's grandpa at Carter Tech, got framed for stealing company cash, her dad bailed out of shame, and her mom's been depressed ever since. Lydia storms into Ethan's room, clutching the file, eyes red. Your family pinned theft on my mom, my dad split, she's been a wreck since, and now I'm your game for $100 million? Ethan's stunned, voice shaky. Lydia, I didn't know. She yells, Didn't know? I'm done. Apologize to my mom in front of all Austin, or kiss that will goodbye. She turns, tears streaming, legs heavy as lead. Ethan won't let her go. He bolts out into Austin's blazing heat, dragging an old shack attack cart from the garage. If you quit, I lose everything, not just the money, but you. Lydia freezes. You nuts for real? But Ethan slaps on a baseball cap, fumbling with burgers under the sun. You're not going anywhere, Lydia. They set up in East Austin, selling brisket burgers and spicy fries. Ethan spills sauce on his $500 shirt. Lydia teases. You're slow as a turtle, quit it. He grins. If I quit, who's cutting your fries? Crowds swarm, snapping pics for Instagram. CEO Carter slinging BBQ. Epic AF. Claire's rumors fade. Shack attacks hotter than ever. That night, they sit on the cart, drenched in sweat, each gripping a cold Dr. Pepper. Lydia wipes her face, grinning. See? I don't go down easy. Ethan looks at her, eyes warm. I know, and I don't want to lose you. Lydia blushes, muttering, Nuts! What's with you making my heart race? But before she can relax, Ethan's phone rings. Claire's voice cackles through, Just met your lawyer, Ethan. One bribe, and your will's toast. Ditch that girl, or you're screwed. Ethan grits his teeth. You wouldn't dare. Lydia catches bits, mumbling, She's playing hardball, huh? She turns away, pretending to eye East Austin's lit-up streets, but her heart's pounding. Claire's not just stirring gossip, she's out to smash everything. Ethan glances at her, smirking like he's got something to say, but holds back. They both know this $100 million gig isn't a game anymore. It's real, and they're not ready to face it. Claire Bennett isn't the type to give up easy. After that threatening lawyer bribe call, she goes quiet for a few days, making Lydia Brooks think, Guess that chick's out of moves. But nope. Claire's cooking up something bigger under Austin's blazing heat. One skin-searing morning, Ethan Carter bursts into the Zilker penthouse, face dark. Claire just texted. She's got fake papers from the lawyer, says ditch you or the $100 mill's gone. Lydia, slicing fries in the kitchen, spins around. What? Fake papers? She's playing that dirty? Ethan grits his teeth. Yeah, but I'm not letting it slide. Lydia juts her chin. Fine, I'll show her who's boss. Opportunity hits fast as Texas sun. A big BBQ event at Zilker Park is coming up. Austin locals, press, foodie fanatics all piling in. Ethan suggests, cook live, show all of Austin the truth. I'll handle Claire. Lydia's eyes widen. You nuts? I'm shaking just thinking about it. But he locks eyes with her, voice deep. You can do it. I trust you more than anyone. Lydia mutters, Nuts, you say stuff like that and I want to jump in. She slips a tiny recording mic into her pocket, thinking, She wants a game? Let's go big. Event day. Zilker Park's packed, the air thick with BBQ smoke and sizzling meat. Lydia's at the shack attack stall, sweaty in her tea, grilling brisket. Claire shows up, blonde hair dazzling, smirking from a distance like she's already won, clutching a stack of fake papers. Then drama strikes. Some random dude charges in, knocks Lydia's burger tray to the ground, shouting, "This food's filthy, don't buy it!" The crowd murmurs. Lydia panics. "Crap! Claire hired him!" She grabs a spare tray, yells back, "Filthy, huh? Try it!" and shoves a burger in his hand. He takes a bite, freezes, then bolts. Lydia snags the megaphone. "Anyone calling Shack Attack dirty, step up. Special invite to Miss Bennett. You dare?" Claire struts over, all high and mighty. "I don't eat cheap trash." Lydia smirks, flips on the hidden mic. "Then why'd you bribe a lawyer and fake papers to ruin Ethan? Listen up, Austin." Claire's voice blasts out. "One bribe and that will's gone." The crowd roars. Cameras zoom in. Claire pales, stammering. You wouldn't." Lydia tilts her head. "See, Bennett? I don't need your cash to win." Claire tosses the papers down, storms off to a wave of crowd laughter. Ethan, watching from the shadows, smirks. "You're badass." That night, Austin's sun softens, and they stand under a pecan tree in Zilker Park, sweat still beading on their foreheads. Ethan hands her a Dr. Pepper. "Claire's done. She won't dare mess with us again." Lydia snorts. "Yeah, but I still want to punch her lights out." He chuckles, a rare laugh that catches her off guard. Then Ethan pulls an old journal from his pocket, voice low. "Found this in the penthouse. Grandpa loved a poor girl once, but his family forced him to ditch her. This will was his way to make up for it." He looks at her, eyes warm. "He was right. Money can't buy you, but I'm not letting you go." Lydia blushes, twisting the Dr. Pepper can. "Nuts! You're making my heart weak with that talk." But then she remembers her mom, how Ethan's family wrecked her life. She clenches her jaw. "I can't forget the past, Ethan. My mom deserves an apology. In front of all Austin, I'm out." She walks off, leaving Ethan alone under the pecan tree, gripping the journal tight. He mutters, "God, I'm really in love with her." Claire's crushed, but Ethan knows the real drama's just kicking off. He's got to prove himself to Lydia, not for the 100 mil, but for her. Claire Bennett's out for good after the Zilker Park fiasco, leaving Lydia Brooks with Shack Attack hotter than Austin's sun. But the real drama comes from Ethan Carter. After Lydia walks off under the pecan tree, Ethan stands frozen, clutching a warming Dr. Pepper, muttering, "Nuts! I've lost her." Austin's still sizzling, but his heart's ice cold. Lydia heads back to East Austin, waitressing at a tiny coffee shop, trying to forget Ethan, but every fry she slices reminds her of his clumsy burger wrapping. She tells herself, "5 million sweet, but my heart's not for sale." Ethan doesn't give up. He donates $50 million from the will to East Austin's community. Free kitchens, support for spots like Shack Attack. Then he goes big, snagging a part-time gig at Lydia's coffee shop, rocking a cheap tee and baseball cap. First day, he spills coffee on a customer's table, earning a yell from Lydia. "You nuts? What kind of CEO sucks this bad?" He smirks. "I want you to trust me, not some $100 million guy." Lydia's floored. "Nuts? You serious?" But she turns away, heart pounding. Weeks pass, and Ethan secretly learns fries, burns 3 batches, gets Lydia's teas. "Keep that up, Shack Attack's bankrupt." But she softens, seeing him patiently fan street vendors in Texas heat. One day, he pulls her behind the shop, hands her a homemade burger. "Try it. I practiced all week." She bites, then, clink, hits a tiny ring tucked in the brisket. She yells, "You messing with me again? Nearly swallowed it." Ethan kneels on the shop floor, eyes shining. "Marry me for real, Lydia." "Grandpa missed love for money, but I won't. I love you, and I'll spend my life holding on to you." Lydia tears up. "Nuts, you!" then nods. Customers cheer. Say yes! Ethan hugs her amid roaring applause. The wedding's at Zilker Park under that pecan tree, Texas sun mellowing into warm gold. Lydia's in a simple white dress, hair loose Austin style, while Ethan's in chill denim pure Texas. But drama's not done. At Shack Attack's South Congress opening, Claire strikes back, hiring fake health inspectors to shut it down, shouting, "This BBQ's nasty." Lydia barks, "Grab the old cart now!" They grill burgers in the sun, serving VIPs with the press watching. Ethan's fries burn to a crisp. Crowd laughs. "So dope." Lydia smirks. "See? Claire's toast." Cameras catch their save. Shack Attack hotter than SXSW tunes. That night they sit on the cart, each with a cold Dr. Pepper. Lydia's wiped, eyeing Ethan's clumsy fry attempt, still charred. "Nuts! I run Shack Attack and still fall for you." He hugs her under Austin's sunset, whispering, "You're my best investment." She pinches him. "No mushy stuff, fry something." They slice a giant burger cake Lydia made, dishing out brisket and fries to guests. Lydia tugs him aside, whispering, "You're mine forever now. No escaping." Ethan kisses her forehead. "Run. I'm hooked on you more than BBQ." Texas sun still blazes, but for them, it's the soundtrack to a love no one saw coming. From a klutzy delivery girl and a cocky CEO to a perfect team. Lydia mutters, "Loving you's the wildest twist of my life." Ethan laughs, pulling her into an awkward hug, and that's enough. Hey, BBQ fans and lovebirds, wasn't Lydia and Ethan just the sweetest? From brisket sauce splattering everywhere to Shack Attack lighting up Austin, what a twist worth remembering. What do you think of this ending? Drop a comment below. How many points do you ship them? Or do you want Ethan to step up his fry game? Don't forget to hit subscribe on Soul and Love Stories to get us to 1,000 subs, one click, and you're spreading the love. Where are you watching from? Sizzling Austin or chilly Boston? Check in and stick around for the next story. More drama, even sweeter vibes. Thanks, y'all. Love you tons.